You've heard the saying, Mopar or no car. But what if it's MaoPar? Because I don't like what I'm hearing and what I'm seeing. And it was only supposed to be Chrysler. But how could they sell Chrysler and Dodge? I'm not saying it's going to happen, but there's rumblings, and I don't like it. So welcome on back to TK's Garage. I wanted to do an update on this because I got an opportunity to talk to two of my sources today. I'm still waiting to hear back from the third. These are my executive sources. And they heard the same thing. Dodge is in trouble. They have the Charger, they have the Hornet, and they have the Durango. Now, the Durango could be moved to Ram, just like the Ram truck was. It's not difficult for them to do that. So they wouldn't lose out on the Durango or the SUV. And I know the six-pack's coming and everybody says it's going to be a great car, but it's really just a Dodge BMW with that inline six. It's going to sound like crap. It's going to be unreliable. I have a separate video that I'm going to give you guys probably tomorrow because I don't want to kill you today. We're probably at 4 or 5 uploads already today. But there's an entire service center at this Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and every single lift has a Wagoneer on it. All of them have Hurricane engines. All of them are requiring body off frame to get to what they need to fix it. And the Charger's not going to be any different. If they don't resolve the issues of how hot that engine gets, it's literally cooking catalytic converters. It's destroying stuff on the back of the engine that's requiring all these body offs. And I'm gonna do that as a separate video for the Wagoneers. But this is for the Charger. And being a gas-powered vehicle priced at where it's going to be priced, I don't, unless Stellantis is like, we're just going to make this a loss leader and get this thing out there so they're everywhere on the road and just eat it like they're starting to do with the electric ones, they're in trouble. And where they're in trouble, when you have a company like Chery, and that's why I said Mopar, or is it MaoPar? When you have a company like Chery, which is a Chinese company, and they have the capital, because I saw that too. They don't have the money. They don't have. Oh, yes, they do. Yes, they do. They have more money, unfortunately, than probably Frank B. Rhodes would bring to the table to buy, Chrysler and Dodge. They have the money, and that gives them a foothold into America. And here's the thing: I'm a Mopar guy. A lot of you guys are Mopar guys and girls that watch this channel. The average American is not going to know that it's owned by China. The same way, if you talk to a lot of people that own Chargers or whatever, and you ask them, did you know FCA had a Italian investment, or was part of Alfa Romeo or Maserati? They'd tell you like, oh, I didn't know that. I don't want to say that the general public is stupid, but they're stupid. Sorry. I mean, you've seen the news things where they go out and they ask like, hey, who was president during this time? Or who's your senator or Congress? And they don't know. Who was the first president? They don't know. Like, it's just stuff like that, right? The average citizen really doesn't know anything. And if Chery buys Dodge and Chrysler and they make Ram and Jeep, they split that off and they keep that with Stellantis, Oof. It's gonna suck for Mopar people because it's gonna be MaoPar at that point. MAO. Yeah, I meant exactly what I meant when I said that. MaoPar. But the regular public, they're not gonna know. They don't care. They really won't. You know, I saw some other stuff on Instagram where people are like, how come we don't have these $10,000 cars here in America? Well, one, they're subsidized by the Chinese government, talking about some of these BYD cars. And, or the Xiaomi car. Farley drives one from Ford, you know, loves it. I don't have anything against, you know, a country or whatever building a vehicle here. I have a problem with, I know that MaoPar will not be using V8 engines. There will be no Hemis in there. And they'll be making cheap knockoffs using nameplates that are storied history vehicles. And no, they're not going to be able to sell those cars for 10 grand here. But even if they sell them for 15 or 20, right? And because they're backed by the Chinese government and take losses on those vehicles just to flood the market, it'll damage everybody else. I mean, it will bring prices down for everybody. That is the only plus side. But I don't think the ends justify the means. And to hear the stuff I'm hearing now, that Dodge, because nobody's buying the Charger like that, right? They're not selling, they're stacking up on lots. It's another Hornet. It's another failure. Stellantis might offload Dodge with Chrysler and Maserati. That's crazy. It literally messed my day up, man. Literally talking to my source. I'm like, are you for real? And no, they really, the people at Chery, the executives really like the Dodge Charger and think like they could put a different nameplate on it and sell it in China with different technology. They would change the battery. They would change a few other things. But just to hear that they were excited about what they saw from Dodge, ooh, I don't like it. I don't like it. And I know that Stellantis is looking for something to show an infusion of cash to turn around in the second quarter, because this first quarter, trash, straight garbage, nothing. The first quarter, when that stuff comes out in April, we might be looking at a $10 a share, maybe $9 a share stock, because they keep saying they're going to turn it around. That they mailed in the fourth quarter. Now we're into the first quarter, and we're not seeing it at Stellantis. There's not much to be excited about. Yes, I know all the great stuff that's coming for Ram. Yes, the Hemi's back. Yes, the Hellcat engine is back. Yes, we're getting a 6.4 Hemi and a Ram. Yes, all of that is exciting, but that's all Ram. Yeah, there's some exciting stuff coming for Jeep, but Dodge just looks like it's limping, like it's terminally ill. And they're just seeing if maybe these dummies in China want to buy it with Chrysler. Gone. Oof. I don't like it. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Give the video a big thumbs up if you like what I do. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. I really hope I'm wrong. I really do. This is one of the times where I hope I'm wrong. I hope they don't try to sell Dodge. Chrysler sucks. I get it. But they're basically dead anyway. But Dodge, whew, that could suck. Till next time, stay petty, my friends.